As we enter this final 2-month stretch before the presidential election, we have seen, hell, even before this 2-month stretch, the last month, we have seen nothing but bad poll after bad poll after bad poll for Donald Trump. And his campaign has predictably told us that all of these polls are fakes. J.D. Vance has told us the vice presidential polls are all fake. So Trump has nothing to worry about because all the polls, every one of them, are totally fake. And yes, that of course includes the Fox News poll that came out late last week showing that Donald Trump has some serious problems in Sunbelt states. That particular Fox News poll showed that Donald Trump is only pulling 1 point ahead of Kamala Harris in Arizona right now, which apparently, even though all the other polls had either showed that or shown that Harris is actually winning Arizona, the Fox News poll sent the Trump campaign over the edge. Like, it's one thing if you see it in a Reuters poll or an Economist or a YouGov poll, but to see it in a Fox News poll, they didn't know how to handle themselves. So the Trump campaign issued a statement about that one Fox News poll saying this. It's that time of year again. Fox is releasing atrocious polling. President Trump continues to outperform polling from past cycles. President Trump is 10 points ahead of where he was in Arizona at this point in 2020, according to Fox. Likewise, he's running 8 points ahead of his 2020 polling in Nevada and 5 points ahead of his 2020 polling in North Carolina. But you see, the problem is he's not. All of those things that you say are actually happening compared to 2020 are still wrong. Like, you're wrong. And if Fox is telling you that, if that is where you're getting your information, then Fox is wrong and they're actually trying to make you feel better. Because you're only 7 points ahead of where you were in 2020. Granted, you're ahead of where you were in 2020. I'll give you that point. You're right about that. But you're still wrong about the margin. You're not winning by the same amount you thought you would be. You're not 10 points ahead, you're 7 points ahead, which only actually puts you 1 point ahead of Harris. Because at this point back then, you were losing to Biden by 6 points. And you ultimately ended up losing the state by 8 points. So you're still not where you should be if you want to win the state. And of course, the other polls you mentioned, Georgia and Nevada, you're dead even in Georgia. Georgia, Nevada, and North Carolina. You're dead even in Georgia, you're losing in Nevada, and you also mentioned North Carolina, which of course Harris just recently took a lead in North Carolina as well. So, you're wrong about where you were at this point in 2020 in Arizona. You're wrong about where you are right now in Georgia, North Carolina, and Nevada. So y'all are out there claiming all the polls are wrong, but you guys are the ones with the wrong numbers. And for the record, there is a reason why Trump's campaign spokespeople are wrong about the numbers. Because Rolling Stone reported about 2 weeks ago that the Trump staffers, not the spokespeople, but, staffers a little bit lower down that ladder, have admitted that they're hiding the bad poll numbers from everybody. Because they don't want to freak out the Republican Party. They don't want to anger Trump. So maybe it's time to have a talk with those staffers. Maybe it's time to say, hey, can you hand us those papers you've been hiding from us? Because we're all looking like idiots here and we need to know what's really happening. But in terms of Fox News, that's actually kind of funny. Because Fox News wants Trump to win. They may not like him, but they still want him to win. But at the same time, they do know that when it comes to the polls, they can't just make up data. That's like the one thing that Fox News is actually still somewhat honest about is the poll numbers. So they want to help Trump, but they got to talk about the polls that they commissioned. So boy, they're really stuck between a rock and a hard place here. So they'll have to keep reporting the poll numbers. They're going to try to spin them whatever way they can. And it's still going to piss off Trump, which is then going to cause the Fox News opinion hosts to have to get a little more pro-Trumpy. It's a horrible cycle. It's kind of funny to watch because all of them are falling apart because they don't know what to do about this failing campaign. America's Lawyer has launched its own YouTube channel. Now, this channel, of course, is still in its early phases of development, but you can help grow it by subscribing. Just go to youtube.com/The America's Lawyer, and you'll get all of the great content from Mike Papantonio and myself that we produce every single week.